Glad to be back in Canada. Man, I've just been traveling around. I was just down in the United States for about 6 months, traveling around. Any Americans in the house? Any Americans? Yeah? All right, a few? Okay, good. All right, well, that means we can't talk about the plan. Keep the plan on the lowdown. I love it. Don't you wish we had a plan? Fuck, we don't have a plan. Damn it. I so wish we had a plan for both bastards. No, I love the Americans. I don't make fun of Americans. They like to make fun of us, though, right, when we go down there, and they always think that we haven't heard all the Canadian gags, you know? They're always like, oh, you're Canadian, eh? No, I watch South Park. I know all the jokes. Remember that? It kills me when the Americans make fun of us for our A thing, because they have their own expression exactly like A, but they don't even realize it when they're talking to you, you know? They're like, oh, you're Canadian, you guys say A a lot, huh? Uh-huh, we sure do, I'll tell you what. I love the uh-huh, too, instead of you're welcome. Have you ever gotten that? You're in a restaurant, you say thank you, they're like, uh-huh. What the hell is that? It's so rude, man. It's like, thank you, you're welcome, right? Uh-huh, it's like, uh-huh, you're damn right, thank me. That's the equivalent of thank you, duh. I brought you food. Hello. I'm always freaked out when they point out my accent, though. I go down to Seattle and they can tell I'm Canadian. They're like, oh, I can tell from your accent. And I'm like, what am I, ootin' and a bootin' in here? I'm not on that. Because I grew up watching American television. I think I sound exactly like them. I hear no accents at all, you know? And yet when but it's one thing when I get called on my accent in Seattle, but when I'm in, like, Arkansas, and I walk into a store and I start talking like this and they're all freaked out. They're like, whoa, what kind of crazy goddamn accent is that coming out of your mouth? I never heard something so crazy. Where the hell are you from, boy? I'm like, dude, I talk like people on the news. Ever watch the news? I sound more like them than you. Do you not notice that? No? Oh, you just watched Dukes of Hazzard? Okay, I get it. I get it. Be careful. They also get confused by some of our words. We have words they don't use. We both speak English, but some of our words, try using the word washroom down there. They don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They can't even put two and two together and figure out what you might. I was at a Denny's in Texas. I asked the waitress for a washroom. I swear to God, she looked at me like I just said, do you have a spaceship? She was just like, oh, what? What on earth do you need a washroom for? You brought your laundry to Denny's? I don't understand why you would be needing a washroom. And I'm like, I'm sorry, restroom? Do you have a restroom? She's like, oh, is that what you meant, the restroom? Yeah, that's over there. I don't know what the hell you meant, washroom. What, are you going to wash up in there? No, I'm going to rest. Feeling tired right now. I'm looking for a place to have a lie down. I'd like to use your restroom. My word makes more sense than yours. I am going to wash in there when I'm done, you pig. What do you do? I don't want you bringing me my food, okay? Until you know what goes on in a washroom. I always wash my hands when I go to the bathroom. I've always been very meticulous about that ever since I was a kid. I'm like, I know that's the right thing to do. You always wash your hands. But I just found out recently you're supposed to do it after. That's weird. I don't understand. I always thought the deal was, hey, I'm not touching Precious until I've cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? I thought that's what it was about. I didn't know it was for other people. Anyway. Now I gotta wash twice. Pain in the ass. Because I'm still not touching Precious. Clean me up. So that goes. Good to be back in Vancouver, man. One thing about the Americans, though, they're very patriotic. Wherever you go, they're very patriotic and proud of what they're known for. Like, I go to Pittsburgh, and they're so proud of being known for making steel. Yeah, we make steel, man. So they call their football team the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And then, yeah, Steelers. And then you go to Milwaukee, and they're so proud of being known for brewing beer, they call their baseball team the Milwaukee Brewers, right? And it's like, yeah, we should be more like that, you know? Like, why isn't our sports team called the Vancouver Grow-Ops? You know what I mean? You gotta be proud. Pot Olympics 8 years in a row. You gotta wear that on your sleeve, man. You gotta be like, yes! Vancouver Buds or something, you know what I'm saying?